just why. And no, I'm not saying why did the Clippers trade Chris Paul. No, I don't even care about that. Cool, like the Clippers traded Chris Paul. But so you might be thinking, oh, this is just another Euro NBA video of him talking about if the trade was good, who benefited more, is it a good trade and stuff. It's kind of like that type of video, but it's also a different type of video. Well, I'm gonna be talking about like the benefits of the trade later on, and how I think the trade is gonna go for each team. But I'm gonna talk about that later on in the video. But for right now, I'm mad. I am mad because when Jimmy Butler got traded to the Timberwolves for 3 really good young players that are probably going to develop into really good players. When that happened, everybody was like, oh, the Bulls got fleeced, the Bulls got robbed, oh my god, the Bulls are retarded, I'm no longer a Bulls fan. Even though that was a good trade for the Bulls, like what? But when the Clippers trade Chris Paul, one of the best point guards in the league, for freaking 3 old players that are not going to get them anywhere, a freaking trash pick, and some random people that are not good at all. People, I don't know, like, people are not saying it's a good trade, but people are also not saying it's a bad trade. Like, what? So you're saying that a freaking 3 old players that are not going to get them anywhere, and freaking a pick that's trash, and some really bad young players are going to freaking, or, oh my god. So when I saw that trade, I expected everybody to be on Twitter saying, oh, the Clippers got fleeced. Oh, the Clippers are trash. Clippers are garbage. But when I went on Twitter, everybody was like, oh my god, the Clippers needed that. The Clippers can't get that second round with them. It's like, what? The Bulls needed to get rid of Jimmy Butler. Oh my god. It's like, what? Why are you mad that Jimmy Butler got traded for 3 really good young players, but then you're not mad when Chris Paul gets traded for trash? Like, oh my god. I don't get it. I don't get it anymore. I don't get it. Like, what? When I literally went on Twitter as soon as Jimmy Butler got traded, everybody instantly said the Bulls are trash, fleeced, robbed. But instantly when Chris Paul gets traded, well, prayers for the Clippers for actually doing something. Like, I mean, there was those like casual ones that are like, oh, the Clippers got fleeced, but not nearly as much as like when Jimmy Butler got traded. And I know Chris Paul's kind of old, so he's not as good as Jimmy Butler, but still, this is one of the best point guards in the league. So like, why? Just tell me why. Just tell me why. No, I can't. I don't know why I'm mad. I don't know why I'm mad. I don't know why I have to be mad. I don't know why I have to be mad. But yeah. So I don't know if I described it well. But let me put it into short terms. Let me put it into simpler terms. Jimmy Butler got traded on draft night for 3 really good young players. Everybody instantly says the Bulls are trash, even though it was actually a good trade. When Chris Paul gets traded for 3 old bums, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly, and one other nerd, I forgot his name, and a pick and some trash nerds, everybody's like, oh, well, the Clippers actually needed to trade Chris Paul because they were not going anywhere. And, they need to rebuild. So, now they're going to get rid of Blake Griffin. Like, what? The Bulls needed to get rid of Jimmy Butler. So that's why they got rid of Jimmy Butler. And they actually got better things than the Clippers did for Chris Paul. I mean, I guess it was kind of like good for the Clippers because Chris Paul was going to leave anyway in free agency. But still, I still expected people tweeting that the Clippers got fleeced, but no, of course not. Of course not. I still expected a lot of people to say that they got fleeced, but no. It makes no sense. Like I'm actually like in awe right now. Like what the F? Shoot, like you like you might be watching this video saying, oh, well, actually there were people saying the Clippers got fleeced, but not nearly as much as when Jimmy Butler got traded. I expected way more. I expected way more Clippers got fleeced tweets, but of course, no. The Bulls get trade for actual good picks. The Bulls trade Jimmy Butler for actual good players, fleeced. The Clippers trade Chris Paul for actual trash stuff, good for the Clippers. Oh my god, like I don't know. Well, now that I'm done with that, I'm actually going to talk about the trade now. So yeah, with the Rockets, obviously, they're good. People are saying like, oh, they might not be able to share the ball because they're both ball handlers, but I think they'll work it out. You know, James Harden, he could just score, and Chris Paul could facilitate to him. They didn't really give up a lot of players. I mean, Patrick Beverley, yeah, that Patrick Beverley and Lou Williams, that does take a lot out of their bench, but like they still have Eric Gordon and a bunch of other players on the bench too, so you know, it's like not even that bad. And yeah, but yeah, oh, I think it was Montrezl Harrell, the third guy. I don't know, Montrezl Harrell is garbage. But yeah, it's a good trade for the Rockets. You know, they got one of the best players and one of the best point guards in the league. You know, to pair up with James Harden, you know, they might actually make it to the. No, they're not gonna make it to the finals, but you know, it's whatever. I don't know, their team got better. Chris Paul is good because you know, he could facilitate to James Harden, facilitate the whole team. You know, James Harden could facilitate to Chris Paul. You know, because you know, last playoffs, James Harden, whenever he was doing good, he just got locked up, and everybody was just guarding him. Everybody was worried about him, but now there's Chris Paul who could like take over when James Harden is getting guarded heavily because you know James Harden is good and players want to guard him. But yeah, so that's an overall good trade. You know, good facilitator in Chris Paul. When James Harden is when everybody's guarding James Harden, you know, Chris Paul could go off. Chris Paul could score all the points, and you know, could facilitate to James Harden, and just like yeah, that's a really good trade. And I've also heard rumors that if Carmelo Anthony goes to free agency, he might go to the Rockets. That's actually, if that actually happened, maybe they can make it to the finals. Probably not, because you know the Warriors. But yeah, and then the Clippers side, I personally think they got fleeced, robbed. I don't know why nobody else thinks it, but you know, I think they got fleeced because you know they got rid of their best point guard. I mean, one of the best players in the league, for Lou Williams, who's not. I mean, he's good, kind of, but like, he's not developing anymore, and he's old, and he's not an all-star or anything. So like, what the? And then freaking what's his name? Like Patrick Beverley. I mean, he's a good defender, but like, I don't know. Probably not for Chris Paul. But, you know, they probably needed to get rid of Chris Paul for at least something because he was just gonna leave in free agency for nothing anyways. But still, I expected at least a lot of people to say they got fleeced, but of course not. But yeah, it's good for them because you know they could actually like rebuild and actually get past the second round in a couple of years maybe. That means Blake Griffin's probably gonna leave, JJ Redick's probably gonna leave, and they could just rebuild. So I don't know. I guess it's good because they're probably just gonna get nothing out of Chris Paul anyway. So I mean, it's whatever for the Clippers. It's not bad, but it's not good. They got rid of Chris Paul for not good things, but you know it's not bad because they actually kind of needed to get rid of Chris Paul because he was gonna leave in free agency anyway, and JJ Redick's probably gonna leave now, and Blake Griffin might leave. So now they could just rebuild. So that's the Clippers side of the trade and the Rockets side of the trade. But yeah, I think the Rockets are a winner of the trade, obviously, because they got the best player out of the trade. But yeah, that's gonna be all for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you next time.